it's time for Top That Trade. Joining us, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, taking a bow, and Alan Nuckman, an options trader guru, looking sharp today. Guys, round number one for Top That Trade, short or long flight. The shortest flight coming in at 1.7 miles, but that super long flight from New York to Singapore is back in action. Which stocks do you think are next to fly high in the airline sector?
I like three of them. I like Love, Southwest Airlines, always rumored to be a takeover target. I also like Delta Airlines and Alaska Airlines. They all have the same exact chart pattern, which to me looks very bullish.
Alan always loves Love, I'll tell you that. But, you know, actually, Southwest
you can't get enough Love.
Is traditionally one of the best oil price hedgers. They're famous for hedging their oil prices, so they've done very, very well. But I want to look more internationally. I like China Airlines right now.
On to round number two, Winter White. As you know, the hurricane brought some damage to the cotton fields. So is the fabric of our lives a buy now?
You know, I think it is. This was a devastating blow to the cotton farmers in this country. And this is an industry that's really been hurt, at least initially, by the trade war with China. China is one of the biggest buyers in the world of cotton, so these farmers are really getting a double whammy. Interestingly enough, the prices of cotton have been relatively restrained even after the storm, mainly because the export sales have been bad. I think the world is kind of looking at the U.S., the trade war in China, and they're waiting to buy, put it off. You know, it's like a game of chicken.
You haven't seen any price shock potential, but that's always the risk when you're looking at a physical commodity that grows, that Mother Nature can always have an impact. And for right now, it really hasn't hurt it that badly. Let's remember, cotton was at $2 a couple of years ago, so there's more upside potential in this sector, I think.
You know, the other thing is, you know, sometimes you don't want to tell people to buy futures or options in cotton because it can be dangerous, so you look for a stock. I'm thinking my favorite apparel stock is Lululemon, but they don't use cotton. It's the
man-made stuff. Round number three, half off S&P sale. A number of stocks are down 50%. Pick your favorite plunger.
Now, looking at some stocks that have really gone down this year, in particular, they're down about 40% for the year. We've got Goodyear Tire down 40%. AMAT is down 40% so far this year. So I think those are good values. I like where I see this bullish divergence where we make new lows but not new highs in volatility. And my sleeper is an airline stock, is American Airlines, down 40% as well. And its PE is only 7. So I think they can figure themselves out.
He loves distressed stocks, and he buys them more when they get even more distressed, and then he buys them again.
And then you can get more distressor. They get more distressor.
The distressor, the cheaper they get. But, you know, actually, there are some very good value. But it also shows you the dangers of being a stock picker in the market, you know, because the S&P 500 has done great. We're just off record highs, even with the big scareness and the correction. We're just off record highs. But some of those stocks, if you were picking the wrong ones, they hurt a little bit.
Here's your bonus round question for today. In the UK, the Kleenex brand man-sized tissues were renamed extra large because of gender inequality.
This is true, but what is truth anyway? But it's true.
I obviously will have to agree because Phil has so much conviction.
It's absolutely true.
Thank you.
See, there you go.
Thank you very much.
And you two are nothing to sneeze at. Business First AM continues right after this.